the hell is this? What the fuck is this? Everything I say is based on my own opinions and experience. I'm not speaking for the public, and my feedback should be treated as such. You are watching Nico Evaluates. With 25 years of experience on Mega Man games, 7 years of doing the No Miss Buster Only challenge, and countless Snupster Races, as well as being the QA tester for Mega Man Unlimited, I'm here to tell you my honest opinion on different Mega Man games, so sit tight and learn. Hello people and welcome back to Nico Evaluates Mega Man Dr. Wily's Final Attack. Let's get right back into it, Speed Woman. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sometimes this doesn't feel like a Mega Man game due to the sprites. Let's see. It's a good introduction here. Can't really get hit by that unless you jump into it. I like how the energy doesn't immediately go away after you scroll it off the screen slightly. That's a good thing. You should not punish the players that hard if it barely even goes off screen. Some games, and especially in the official games, that's a thing. It's a good thing that you have some leeway here. I don't understand why sometimes enemies crash into the invisible walls and turn back, just like here. Of course, not gonna mention the sprites. But look at that, it should not turn around, it should actually vanish, because there is no wall there. So, design is pretty fun though, bit simplistic beginning here. But I see what they did with that. Trash can enemy can't shoot it when it's inside itself. These things look like mines. I would not think that this is a platform. I was like, how do I jump over this? Or rather slide, but I can't slide. Yeah, that's weird. Look, they completely look like mines. And this section here, I actually for a minute thought that this would actually crash down and fall. I don't know why, maybe I'm just dumb this morning, but things like these are extremely strange to me. Okay, that was actually pretty cool start there. That's a new design for a bit. It actually looks... It behaves like the enemies from Flintstones, the NES game, the monkeys that throw coconuts or something like that. It's a fun design. How many bullets do they? Okay. Did we get any new weapons last time? Something Seeker? Oh! That's fucking cool, the sound as well. Listen to that sound. That is fucking hilarious, I love that already. I'm a huge fan of Hornet Chaser, and that's why I really like that weapon. Oh. Oh yeah. This shield I just don't know about. It feels like it feels overpowered. But maybe it's not. And those spikes, I'd rather color them differently so they would be easier to see. Of course, sometimes you just want to have spikes where you really can't see them, just to play a little game on the player. But look at how the Met is actually clinging onto that background object, but it's still in the foreground. So that doesn't make sense, but it's a cool design. I like this so far. It's just the graphics are just not that good, and that's something that we went over already. This stretch here is kinda redundant. So why do you have this here when there's nothing here? At least put some weapon energy there. I know it's because you can drop down from that platform and you have to do it again. But really, just put something in there at least. It's kinda empty now. Oh, I see. That's cool. Does the explosion hurt us, I wonder? And does the platform come back? These are questions we need to ask ourselves if we are evaluating games. These guys take a bit too many buster shots, I think. Let's see. They do hurt us, that's cool. And the explosion is done in such a way where that would make sense. That's a very cool platform. Let's see. Again, this weapon is very handy. But in order to evaluate a game and check its core gameplay, we would have to use the Buster. But I just like playing with the weapons. It's just out of reach, so it is made like this in purpose. That's cool. Really, as you can see there, if we really just use the weapons on the evaluations, we're gonna miss a lot of things that otherwise would have been there, so that's why I hesitate on using weapons that much. Of course, we're gonna have to check how they play in real-world scenarios like that. Holy shit, that was a bit too punishing. Let me check that again if I actually made a mistake or if that was just a bit too hard to avoid. There was no way I was actually gonna... Yeah, that's almost impossible to react to the first time at least. And there... Skipper, I'm not sure about this. Let's go check it out. Get rid of the myth. Oh, let's see. So you just have to keep shooting because you don't know what's coming. I personally don't like sections like that. It should have at least a few... well, can't have a few seconds, but at least a few frames to let you realize what's going on. Holy shit. The octopus batteries got a burst. Oh nice, they actually move from one enemy to another when they're done. If they still have uses in them, look at that. That's extremely cool. That's like my favorite weapon right now. I'm gonna jump through that. Yeah. Alright. Seems like a very cool stage. Might be my favorite so far. I'm not sure yet. It's definitely a good one. Shame that the game reuses audio, well, music from previous games, because I've heard these tunes so many times. It's getting old. Whoa! That was cool, that was cool. I always bitch about not to have enemies right on the screen when you come up to it, but that was actually cool. That was well designed. There's always exceptions. Uh-oh. The wheels look like they're squashed, done in paint, and then you scaled them with paint, and that's what happens. What happens if we drop down there? We probably die. I would imagine. This looks like, yeah. I've talked about this before. Mega Man is not suitable for graphics like these, because Mega Man is all about blocks. You walk on blocks all the time. And if you have graphics like this, it's hard to understand how long you can walk until you drop. So I would not imagine I could go further than this, when in fact the edge of the platform is here. So be careful with your platform designs. That's not how you should do it. It's extremely hard to understand. Same for these a little bit. They have that round edge, and if the edge isn't actually round, then you know. Nitpicks, yes, but I just don't like designs like that because it's hard to understand where your feet are, especially in a fast-moving game like Mega Man. It is just disorienting. Whoa, I do like these sections. Oh, you can't even land on that. I see. I would have loved to see you actually fly 1,000 miles an hour through that platform. Okay, this is like the first time I actually died on the game, I think. Unless my memory is horrible. Well, this is rather fucking tricky. You just have to time these. That's a cool design there. A bit punishing, but the checkpoint is right there, so I can't go there, and I'd imagine if you go down here you probably die as well. But the ladder is a good indication of what's going on. Oh god. You just end up resetting that room the first time probably. It's a bit too busy. Let's see if we have a weapon that goes down. We probably don't have one yet. What the hell? But we can, I guess, do that. Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. That's a cool E-tank grab though. Good. Oh, I was gonna say, good that you don't hit your head, but you actually hit your head. Skipper! You hit your head here. I wonder if it's gonna ask if I accidentally press exit stage. Is it gonna ask, are you sure? We're gonna have to check that at some point. Whoa. So one thing I failed to criticize last time was that the sprites on these Susies are the same as the ones without the thrusters. So that's a bit strange, just how would I know which one it is? Especially when you spawn in the room and there's one right there in your horizontal plane. You're not gonna know which one it is. Is it gonna be a slow one or a fast one? And in this case, they are the fast ones. I think in the intro stage they were slower, but they had the same sprites. Well, minus the thruster, of course. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. Check the boss then. I like the animations on the terrain though. I actually like it quite a bit, but at times she's a bit too fast. It's hard to read. Actually kinda cool. You know, Robot Masters don't always have to be extremely predictable. I think this is surprisingly well done. I just don't want a game over here. We are gonna check this boss again in the revisits, but so far I can see the whole pattern. It's just a big learning curve. I don't think it's bad, honestly. Just the way she traps the mines right on you when you're trying to run under her, it's kind of ridiculous at times. It's not bad. Definitely an interesting design. We're gonna check that again in the revisits though. I am intrigued. I didn't quite get it, but I don't feel like game overing right now. Control mine. Okay, so it kills everything in its horizontal plane. Maybe. Sound man. Got the comb in the hair. Classic. What the... Oh, it's in the background. I thought those were enemies. Looks cool so far. Reminds me of Solar Man stage. Not a fan of platforms like this where it looks like you're walking on empty tiles, like down here, like on this. Oh, get the fuck out. Anyway, not bad. That boot is strange. How does it work? Just the other block is gonna follow you and the other just goes horizontally. It's probably more like when they meet, they will go down on you. That's a sexy comment there. What the hell is this? What the fuck is this? Some kind of a tube? That looks so out of place. It looks like the game is glitching. Oh no, what the fuck's going on? Oh no. Well, that's a good way to introduce an enemy, I guess. Can't die there, that's why the tube is there. Oh my god, this is so hard to read. Holy shit. This would actually be a neat idea, but the graphics are... Like, the graphics ruined this. I can barely tell what the fuck anything is. I really have to stop and, like, think and look at this. That's so weird. Huh. If you fixed how the pipes looked, that would have been much better. I do like the idea of the stage. Nice sounds as well. The stage design is extremely fun as usual. It's kind of like, because you can wait in the pipe, it kind of like ruins the idea, but at the same time it's a godsend. There's just a lot of waiting. I'm not a fan of this idea. It's so messy. Doesn't look good. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so hard to see. No, I don't... I like the idea in its core, but the execution just not there. This is rather cool. Just the playfield is a bit too cramped. There was not many things you could do there. So tight of a space to battle the mini-boss. Otherwise, I didn't like that. Oh, that's a nice design. Maybe adding some frames to the design would make it even better. But I don't hate it. Just add some animation to that spike. Are those spikes down there? If those are spikes, and I'm pretty sure they are, what a lousy design. I can barely tell those are spikes. They're definitely spikes though. Let's see how he timed this. Pretty well. I just don't... like it, we're still doing the same thing over and over and over again. This reminds me of Rainbow Man stage from Unlimited a bit. It's kind of the same thing. You're constantly doing the same thing. And it's just wearing you out. And again you hit your head up here. Not good. These spikes are one of the most hidden spikes I've ever seen. I do like things like that where you lure the enemies. This is probably the weirdest stage so far. Alright, you have to see that coming. So after... I did not see the spikes. That's exactly the fucking problem on this stage. I just didn't see the spikes. Either change the color or just change the whole design. This is probably one of the most boring Mega Man stages I've ever played. I mean, it's not bad, in the sense it's not bad, it's just boring. The imagination, like there is stuff in this stage that's actually kinda neat. But I don't know why it comes out as boring, it just is. Oh no, and that's fucking... I hate how you can scroll back the screens. Now I have to wait again. Because if you die on this stage, you feel like, I've already done these puzzles, I don't want to do them again. And then you're just like, oh my god. Kinda like, was it the Fuse Man stage on, whatever the game? Rock Force? I can see, the mini-boss is kinda cool. If you wanna do it perfect, you just have to wait a bit. Mini-boss is definitely the best part of this stage right now. Apart from that though, not a big fan. It just comes out as boring. While the placements are good, they don't save the stage. So this... I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Usually the harder part rewards you. Okay, this is not usually then. Weapon energy, we don't see it that often, I don't think. There could be more weapon energies throughout the stages. I don't feel like battling those guys right now. Oh, that's nice. Quick switch shows you the next weapon in the list. That's actually extremely cool. And if you press both at the same time, you go back to the Buster. So that works. That's very cool. That was extremely well timed. I just wanted to see if that was possible, and indeed, it was. So you can speedrun that. You can probably speedrun all of these. That's what I'm testing right now. Yep, you can just walk through the entire section. That's cool. Holy shit. Yeah, you have to... There's no safety in that room. That was cool. It just keeps going though, with the same thing just over and over and over. Luckily we're at the boss though. And the sprite is... The sprite is not as good as it would be if the background was something else than just pure black. Because now the... how do you avoid that? Whoa! Because now the background is black and the hair is black, so it's kind of like... Oh, you have to jump through the hoop, I guess. Oh, that's extremely cool. I like that. How do you avoid that, though? The little bullets coming at you, like that one. That one I've yet to understand. But we do have extra lives. So you don't want to be close, that's one thing I understand right now. Holy hell though, do you have to jump over him when he does that? This is probably one of the coolest bosses in the game so far. Telegraph on that ball thing is not good either like that. There's no telegraph, but it's easy to see. How do you avoid the bullets though? I don't understand. He's a bit random, I think. But that I don't understand how to avoid. Maybe I'm a dumbass? I do have an idea right now. There we go, you just have to stay still, okay. Alright, I was a dumbass. I admit to my dumbassery. It's a cool robot master! Thumbs up, really, thumbs up. That was excellent. I like that one. In general, the robot masters are a bit on the easy side. But I still like them. At least it's not fucking too random. If you agreed on what I said, leave a like. If you disagreed, leave a dislike. Oh. Is that a screen clear, I wonder? Well, I'll catch you next time.